Hello, class 12th student. Today, again, I am going to start chapter 7. Topic is aggregate demand and related concept. In the previous video, we had discussed about the concept of aggregate demand, component of aggregate demand, concept of aggregate supply. Okay, and today we are going to discuss about consumption function. So, today topic is consumption function. Okay. First of all, we are going to do a quick revision. What do you mean by aggregate demand? What do you mean by AD? So, AD is the demand of all the final goods and services that all the four sector of economy are willing to buy at a given level of income during an accounting year. Okay, and what are the component of components of AD? So in four sector economy, it is C plus G plus I plus X minus M. Okay, and in three sector economy, it is C plus G plus I, and in two sector economy, it is C plus I. Okay, and these two related to closed economy, and this is related to open economy. Okay, student. Now after that we had learned about aggregate supply. What do you mean by aggregate supply? So aggregate supply refers to market value, sorry, aggregate supply refers to money value of all final goods and services that all producers are willing to produce during an accounting year. Okay, so AS is related to national income. Yeah, we are going to represent it Y. If you forget its standard definition, so you can define with it the help of NNPFC. Okay, student. Okay, N stand for net. This N represent normal residence. This P represent all final goods and services, and this FC represent money value. Okay, this represent money value. So how we can define it? It is the net value, or it is the net money value. It is the net money value of all final goods and services produced by normal residents of a country during an accounting year. So in this way you can define aggregate supply. And how you are going to draw it? So always aggregate supply is going to be a 45-degree of line. So this is your aggregate supply R, income R, NI curve. Okay, student. Now today topic is consumption function. What do you mean by consumption function? And this is very important for your board examination, for 3 marks, for 1 marks, for 4 marks, and for 6 marks. Okay, student, so try to understand it very properly. Okay, so what is consumption function? So it is C is the function of Y. How you are going to? F means functional. Okay, and its mean depend. Okay, depends upon. So how you are going to define it? Consumption function is the functional relationship between consumption and income. How you are going to define it? Consumption function is the functional relationship between consumption and income. Okay, yeah, how much consumption is done in an economy is always depend upon what? It's depend upon income. Okay, student. तो कोई इकॉनमी कितना कंजप्शन करती है ये किसके ऊपर डिपेंड करता है? इट्स ऑलवेज डिपेंड अपॉन नेशनल इनकम. ओके स्टूडेंट. Now, uh, so I think you are able to understand this much. C is the function of y, and which type of relation we find? We find positive relation. If income is increases, so it's mean consumption is also going to be increased. So when question is asked in board examination, what do you mean by consumption function? So how you are going to write it? Consumption function is the functional relationship between consumption and income. Okay, there is positive relationship between consumption and income. If income increases, consumption also increases. If income decreases, it's mean consumption is also going to down. Okay, student. Now after that, we are going to understand it by a very simple example. Suppose you went to uh, suppose after completing your study, you will go to Delhi. Okay, now suppose in the first month your expenditure, your rent, advance rent you have to give, you have to pay for some convenience expenditure you have to do, for food you have to expend. Okay, so in this way you have to do minimum expenditure at your beginning month, and you are not going to get any income. If you get the job, but at the first month you are not going to get income, you have to pay in advance many payment, but in salary you never get in advance. Okay, so in this way in the first month your income is what? Your income is zero, but suppose your consumption is equal to 20,000. So this is your condition. Now suppose your income increases and it become 30,000. Okay, student, but now your consumption is what? Your consumption is 40,000. Now income increases and it become 40,000, and your consumption is also 40,000. Okay, after that if there is increase in your consumption, suppose it increases, and here suppose it is 35,000. Okay, and here both are equal to each other. After that if there is increase in your income, suppose your income is now 50,000, तो obviously आप पूरा का पूरा 50,000 एक्सपेंड नहीं करोगे, आप कुछ सेव करोगे. सपोज करो आपने 45,000 एक्सपेंड किया एंड 5,000 सेविंग किया. तो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट कंजप्शन फंक्शन, जो हम इस चैप्टर में पढ़ने वाले हैं. ओके, लेट वी अंडरस्टैंड इट. Consumption expenditure refers to that portion of income which is spent on the purchase of goods and services at a given level of income. Okay, student. So पहली जो फर्स्ट लाइन है, that is related to only consumption expenditure. That is related to only consumption expenditure. What actually meaning of consumption function is here? What do you mean by consumption function? So it is functional relationship between consumption and national income. After that you will write this equation in a box. C is the function of income, and then write this explanation. C means consumption, Y means national income, and F means functional relation. Okay, student. Now these point that is given here, it is just for your understanding. आप इसके बारे में और अच्छे से जान सको, that is why it is given. But you are not going to write in your copy, and you are not going to write in your answer sheet when you are going to give the answer. It is just for you, for your understanding. Okay, so how much things are important here? So this one, this is 2, and this is 3, that you have to write and you have to keep in your mind. Okay, now what is given here about the consumption function? First thing, कि it represent the willingness of household to purchase goods and services at a given level of income during a given time period. Okay, अगर किसी फैमिली की इनकम 1 लाख है, तो इट्स मीन व्हाट कि देयर मैक्सिमम कंजप्शन एक्सपेंडिचर कितना हो सकता है? 1 लाख. बट हाउ मच दे आर विलिंग टू एक्सपेंड, दिस इज explained by consumption function. Okay, next point is given here. It show the consumption level at different level of income. Okay, suppose a family, if suppose family income is 10,000, so obviously the family is going to expend equal to 10,000, otherwise less than 10,000. Okay, now suppose family income is 50,000, so it's mean कि that family purchasing capacity is equal to 50,000 or more than that. C family, so that third family, if suppose their income is 1 lakh, so they can expend 1 lakh. But the family A, that income is 10,000, they can never expend like the C family. Okay, so at different level of income, people's consumption level is different. So this is explained by consumption function. Okay, now third thing is given कि it is a psychological concept and influenced by subjective factors like consumption preference habit etc. Obviously कंजप्शन क्या होता है, ये एक साइकोलॉजिकल फेनोमेना. ओके, कोई कोई लोगों को कंजप्शन करना बहुत अच्छा लगता है, नई नई चीज़ें खरीदना, न्यू प्रोडक्ट्स को यूज़ करना बहुत अच्छा लगता है. तो वॉट एवर द मनी दे विल गेन दे एक्सपेंड इट. ओके, बट देयर आर फ्यू पीपल्स हु लाइक टू सेव, दे लाइक टू more good feeling when they keep money in their pocket. Okay, so in that B case people is going to save more, in the first case people is going to expend more. Okay, so it is a psychological thing. It is not that ki a person is expending 90%, so it's mean all the people are going to expend 90%. No, it vary person to person. Okay, now so is it is which type of a thing? It is a psychological thing. Okay, now so here is given explanation of consumption function with the help of schedule and in diagram. Okay, so here I had told you ना कि अगर आपकी जॉब लगती है, आप दिल्ली जाते हो, स्टार्टिंग मंथ पे यू आर नॉट गोइंग टू गेट द इनकम, यानी दैट टाइम योर इनकम इज़ व्हाट, योर इनकम इज़ zero, but your expenditure is there. You have to travel every day, you have to search for the job. Suppose you get the job, but still you have to wait for 1 month. Okay, then you are going to get the salary, but for these 30 days you have to expend lot of money for survival. Okay, and to what, your income is zero but you are expending, suppose your expenditure is 10,000 or 20,000. So this is what, this is known as a autonomous consumption. Okay, so here is given. Okay, here with the help of the schedule I am going to explain it. Here you can see we can divide this diagram in 3 parts. Okay, so here in these area we can see who is greater, y is greater, sorry, okay, here we can see कि y is less than consumption, here y is equal to c, and in this area we can see y is greater than c. This area represent dis saving student, इसको हम क्या बोलेंगे, इसे बोलेंगे dis saving. ओके, यहाँ वाले एरिया को हम बोलते हैं ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट, और इस एरिया को जहाँ पे इनकम इज़ मोर, इस एरिया को हम बोलेंगे सेविंग. क्या बोलेंगे बेटा, इस एरिया को हम बोलेंगे सेविंग. ओके, लेट वी अंडरस्टैंड फर्स्ट द टेबल. व्हेन इनकम इज जीरो देयर इज कंजप्शन एक्सपेंडिचर ऑफ 40 करोड़. इट इज़ नोन एज अ सी बार या फिर ऑटोनमस कंजप्शन. इसको हम क्या बोलते हैं, ऑटोनमस कंजप्शन. ऑलरेडी आई हैड एक्सप्लेन इट व्हेन आई हैड टोल्ड यू अबाउट एग्रीगेट डिमांड. जब मैंने एग्रीगेट डिमांड को पढ़ाया था तो वहाँ पे आपको एक्सप्लेन किया था, जब जीरो लेवल ऑफ इनकम होता है तो जो भी एक्सपेंड हम करते हैं उसे हम क्या बोलते हैं, ऑटोनमस कंजप्शन. सो व्हाट इज़ द मीनिंग ऑफ ऑटोनमस कंजप्शन? Whatever consumption expenditure is done at a zero level of income, that is known as a autonomous consumption. Okay, now income is zero, so 40 crore is expenditure. Now income increases and it become 100 crore. Consumption also increases and it become 120 crore. Okay, now income increases, it become 200. Consumption increases, it become 200. Here you can see कि इनकम और कंजप्शन बोथ आर इक्वल टू ईच अदर. दोनों क्या हो गए, एक दूसरे के इक्वल हो गए. ठीक है, तो दिस इज नोन एज अ ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट. इसे क्या बोलोगे आप, ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट. तो इफ क्वेश्चन इज आर व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट, सो ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट इज दैट पॉइंट वेयर इनकम इज इक्वल टू कंजप्शन. ये 1 मार्क्स का क्वेश्चन आपका हो गया. ठीक है स्टूडेंट. नाउ यहाँ से यहाँ वाला एरिया क्या बता रहा है, हु इज ग्रेटर, वाई इज ग्रेटर देन consumption. So this, in this area you can see income is 300, consumption is 280, यानी people are saving 20 crore. Now 40, here consumption expenditure is 360, यानी saving is 40 crore. Now here it is 60 crore and here 80. So from this area we can see saving. और यहाँ पे जब ये दोनों एक दूसरे के इक्वल है तो सेविंग क्या है आपका, सेविंग जीरो है. तो दैट इज एक्सप्लेन हियर. ओके, लेट वी अंडरस्टैंड विद द टेप विद द डायग्राम. यहाँ आप डायग्राम में देखो कि जो y है, that y represent AS. Okay, and already when I had explained you aggregate supply chapter, so I had told you कि aggregate supply is always 45 degree of line started from origination point. So this is your aggregate supply. Now second thing, because we are writing C is the function of y, so it's mean we require two curve, consumption curve and इनकम कर. तो इनकम कर कैसी होगी, 45 डिग्री ऑफ लाइन होगी एंड इट स्टार्ट फ्रॉम द ओरिजिनेशन पॉइंट. ओके, इट मीन्स कि जब जीरो लेवल ऑफ इनकम है, सो जब जीरो लेवल है तो इनकम भी जीरो लेवल है. देयर इज़ नो प्रोडक्शन, नो इनकम. ओके, नाउ कंजप्शन फॉर फंक्शन या कंजप्शन कर्व, दिस इज़ योर कंजप्शन कर्व. सो ये ओरिजिनेशन से स्टार्ट नहीं होता है, ये स्टार्ट होगा किसी भी पॉइंट से जो कि ओरिजिनेशन से ऊपर होगा. यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो ये है. सो दिस सी रिप्रेजेंट ऑटोनमस कंजप्शन. ओके, नाउ दिस ई पॉइंट इज योर ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट. हियर कंजप्शन इज इक्वल टू इनकम और दिस टाइम सेविंग इज व्हाट, सेविंग इज इक्वल टू जीरो. जब आपको 100 करोड़ मिल रहा है और आप पूरे 100 करोड़ एक्सपेंड कर रहे हैं, जैसे इस एग्जांपल में इनकम क्या है 200 करोड़ है, वो पूरा का पूरा 200 क्या किया जा रहा है, एक्सपेंड कर दिया जा रहा है. तो ऑब्वियसली सेविंग इज़ व्हाट, सेविंग इज़ जीरो. सो दैट इज़ वाई दिस इज़ नोन एज अ ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट. ओके, बिफोर द ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट व्हाट दिस एरिया इज, दिस सेविंग. ओके, आप यू आर गेटिंग नथिंग. ओके, हियर यू कैन सी योर इनकम इज़ जीरो, but your expenditure, economy expenditure is what, 40 crore. It's mean people are borrowing, otherwise people are using their saving. So that is why this area represent this saving. Okay, और ये दिस सेविंग कब तक कंटिन्यू रहेगा, जब तक ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट अचीव नहीं हो जाता. तो एट द ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट, ओके, सेविंग इज जीरो और कंजप्शन बिकम इक्वल टू इनकम. This area represent after the break even point and this area represent saving. Why this area represent saving? Because here y is greater than consumption. Okay student, so let me understand in a more proper way, in my own way. Okay, so whenever this question is asked in your examination, explain conjunction function. So first of all you are going to write meaning. First of all you are going to write meaning. Okay student, so how you are going to write the meaning? C is the function of y. So C is the conjunction function is the functional relationship between conjunction and income. Okay, second thing you will write, there is positive relation. Okay, if income increases, in response consumption also increases. If income decreases, so in response consumption also decreases. Okay, so this is much you are going to write. After that you require diagram and table. So diagram you have to learn it or you will understand, so you can construct yourself also. So let me talk about the diagram. So what we are going to explain here, C is the function of y, यानी कंजप्शन किस पे डिपेंड करता है बच्चों, इनकम पे डिपेंड करता है. तो फॉर ड्राइंग और डायग्राम या फिर एक्सप्लेनिंग विद द हेल्प ऑफ द डायग्राम, वी रिक्वायर टू कर्व. फर्स्ट कंजप्शन कर्व एंड सेकेंड इनकम कर्व. तो इनकम कर्व ऑलवेज विल बी 45 डिग्री ऑफ लाइन. सो दिस इज़ योर इनकम कर्व या एग्रीगेट सप्लाई, और ये क्या होगी, 45 डिग्री ऑफ लाइन होगी. ओके, नाउ कंजप्शन कर्व, ये कभी भी जीरो, क्योंकि ये जीरो लेवल पे क्या है 40 करोड़, यानी कि ये ओरिजिनेशन पॉइंट से स्टार्ट नहीं होगी. ये कैसे ड्रा करोगे आप, ऐसे. ओके, लेट वी ड्रा इट कंबाइंडली. हियर विल बी योर इनकम Here your conjunction, this is 0, it is O axis and it is OY axis. Now we are going to draw, this is your aggregate supply curve, and this is what, this is of 45 degree of line. Okay student, now I am going to draw conjunction curve. So conjunction curve is this is your conjunction curve. Okay, now whenever you are going to explain conjunction curve, so you have to explain three things. First, before break even point. Okay, so before break even point, this is the first thing, yani this is the area here, C is greater than Y. तो दिस एरिया इज़ नोन एज अ ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट, और इसको हम क्या बोलते हैं, इसको हम बोलते हैं डिस सेविंग, क्योंकि हम एक्स्ट्रा कंजप्शन कैसे करते हैं, या तो अपनी सेविंग को एक्सपेंड करेंगे या हम बोरोइंग करेंगे. ठीक है स्टूडेंट. सो इन द डायग्राम आप देखो, दिस ऑरेंज कलर लाइन इज अबव टू this blue color line. So in this area you can see C is greater than Y, and this is represented by this saving. Okay student, now here both are intersecting to each other, so this is known as a break even point. Why it is known as a break even point? Because here C is equal to Y. Okay, और इस एरिया में सेविंग क्या होगा आपका, जीरो. सो सेविंग क्या होगा, जीरो. नाउ इन दिस एरिया कौन सी लाइन ऊपर है, ब्लूइश लाइन इज अबव टू ऑरेंज लाइन, यानी कि इनकम, दिस इज योर इनकम. सो इनकम इज ग्रेटर देन कंजप्शन. ये एरिया किसको रिप्रेजेंट करेगा स्टूडेंट, सेविंग को. ये एरिया किसको रिप्रेजेंट करेगा, सेविंग को. सो व्हेन एवर यू आर गोइंग टू एक्सप्लेन conjunction function, so first of all you are going to write the meaning. What is the meaning? It is the functional relationship between conjunction and income. There is positive relation. Second, table, and then draw this right diagram. Okay, both line are upward sloping, but you have to keep one thing in mind कि aggregate supply is going to be a 45 degree of line. On the other hand, conjunction curve is start from above the origination point, क्योंकि ये जीरो नहीं हो सकता. Okay, now how you are going to explain? So first you are going to explain, there are three conditions. So first is break even point where C is greater than Y. This is known as a dis-saving. Now second point we are going to explain, okay, wait student. Okay, first we are going to talk about before break even point. So before break even point, who is greater, C is greater than Y. This is known as a dis saving. Okay student. Second point you are going to talk about at break even point, at break even point. Okay, so at break even point C is equal to Y, and saving is going to equal to 0. Okay student. Third we are going to talk about, this is your at. Okay, after break even point. So who is greater, Y is greater than C, and this area is known as a saving. This area is known as a saving. तो आपको तीन चीज़ों को एक्सप्लेन करना है, थ्री फैक्ट्स को एक्सप्लेन करना है. पहले में आप क्या एक्सप्लेन करने वाले हो, फर्स्ट पॉइंट पे आप एक्सप्लेन करोगे दिस एरिया वेयर कंजप्शन इज ग्रेटर देन इनकम, दैट इज नोन एज अ डिस सेविंग. आफ्टर दैट वेयर बोथ इंटरसेक्ट टू ईच अदर, यानी बोथ आर इक्वल, यानी कि कंजप्शन इज इक्वल टू इनकम, दैट इज नोन एज अ ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट, और यहाँ पे सेविंग क्या होगी, जीरो होगी. थर्ड पॉइंट यू आर गोइंग टू एक्सप्लेन आफ्टर ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट. ओके, यहाँ पे हु इज ग्रेटर, इनकम इज ग्रेटर देन कंजप्शन, and this area is known as a saving area. Okay student, and how you are going to explain this diagram, so let we understand it. Okay, so how you are going to explain the diagram? First you are going to write about aggregate supply. So आप क्या लिखोगे कि एक 45 डिग्री ऑफ लाइन है. सेकेंड थिंग यू आर गोइंग टू एक्सप्लेन अबाउट कंजप्शन. ओके, सो इसमें फर्स्ट पॉइंट आप क्या लिखने वाले हो? अबाउट ऑटोनमस कंजप्शन. तो ये फर्स्ट पॉइंट होगा. सेकेंड पॉइंट आप लिखोगे बिफोर ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट. थर्ड पॉइंट आप लिखोगे एट ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट. और फोर्थ पॉइंट आप क्या लिखोगे? आफ्टर ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट. इन दिस वे you are able to explain the diagram. And then third major point is about the slope. So conjunction function is having positive slope. Okay, so let me understand it by with your book. Okay, starting point of the conjunction curve. So conjunction curve start from point C on y-axis. This implies there is autonomous conjunction. Second thing about the slope of conjunction. So which type of slope? There is positive slope. That indicates income increases, consumption also increases. But one thing you have to keep mind कि जिस रेशियो में कंजप्शन बढ़ता है उस रेशियो में आपका इनकम बढ़ता है उस रेशियो में कंजप्शन नहीं बढ़ता है, उससे लेस रह जाता है. क्यों? क्योंकि ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट के बाद हम क्या करते हैं? सेविंग करते हैं. दैट इज़ वाई. ओके, नेक्स्ट इनकम इज़ लेस देन कंजप्शन. द सेम थिंग हियर. तो यहाँ पे वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट बिफोर ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट. ओके, तो व्हेन इनकम इज़ लेस देन कंजप्शन यानी कि 200 करोड़ according to the table and according to the diagram we are talking about OM. So that the gap is covered by this saving. So this is what before the break even point. Now we are talking about break even point. So break even point पे क्या होता है? कंजप्शन इज इक्वल टू इनकम और वहाँ पे सेविंग क्या होगी? जीरो होगी. दिस इज नोन एज अ break even point, and that is the definition of break even point. The point where consumption is equal to national income और saving क्या होती है? Zero. So this is very very important for your board examination. Okay, now we are going to talk about after break even point. So income is more than consumption. So more than consumption, it's mean people started to do saving. Okay, now this thought, whatever you are learning about aggregate demand and aggregate supply and all these three chapter is related to whom? These three chapter is related to Keynes. To whom? Keynes. And this is known as a Keynesian psychological law of consumption. It is known as Keynesian psychological law of consumption. And in his psychological law of consumption, Keynes has told three things. First thing about autonomous consumption. Second thing कि C is the function of Y. And the third thing that कि percentage increase in consumption is less than percentage increase in income. So यहाँ पे यही तीन चीज़ें बताई गई हैं आपको. Okay, so first thing, there is minimum level of consumption as that is known as a autonomous consumption at a zero level of income, and that is important, that is necessary for survival. Okay, income increases, consumption also increases, but income rises at a greater proportion as compared to increase in consumption. Okay student, now the last topic, do not confuse consumption with the consumption function. Okay, so consumption refers to the amount of the income which is spent on the purchase of goods and services at a given level of income. On the other hand, consumption function refers to the schedule showing consumption expenditure at a various level of income. Okay, consumption is what? कि 100 rupees है तो how much you had expended. Okay, so this is what? Consumption. आप कितना एक्सपेंड करते हो. कंजप्शन फंक्शन क्या है कि डिफरेंट इनकम लेवल पे आप कितना एक्सपेंड करते हो. तो दैट इज़ एक्सप्लेन बाय कंजप्शन फंक्शन. एक्चुअली कंजप्शन ओनली टेल्स हाउ मच यू आर एक्सपेंडिंग, बट कंजप्शन फंक्शन टेल अबाउट थ्री थिंग्स कि जब जीरो लेवल है तो भी कंजप्शन एक्सपेंडिचर है. दैट इज़ नोन एज अ ऑटोनमस कंजप्शन. बिफोर द ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट देयर इज़ more consumption in compared to income, that is known as a disk saving area. At break even point consumption is equal to income, और saving क्या होती है, जीरो होती है. After break even point income is greater than consumption and this area represented saving. So these three things is explained by consumption function. On the other hand consumption is only tell us कि at a given level अगर आपको 100 रुपये दिया जाता है तो आप कितना एक्सपेंड करते हो. ओके, B% अगर उसको 1000 दिया जा रहा है तो वो कितना एक्सपेंड कर रहा है. तो इट ओनली एक्सप्लेन हाउ मच यू आर गोइंग टू एक्सपेंड ऑन परचेज ऑफ गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज. ऑन द अदर हैंड consumption function explain when your income is zero how much you are expending, when your income increases how your consumption increases. So it explain the relation between income and consumption. It tells about three thing. Okay, there is a positive relation एंड बट जिस रेशियो में इनकम इंक्रीज होता है उस रेशियो में कंजप्शन इंक्रीज नहीं होता. वाई? बिकॉज आफ्टर द ब्रेक इवन पॉइंट पीपल स्टार्टेड टू डू द सेविंग. ओके स्टूडेंट, today this much only. Thank you. Tomorrow I am going to discuss about its two type, APC, MPC. Okay.